Oh, yeah, I can absolutely tell you what one of the greatest misconceptions are. One of the single greatest misconceptions around life insurance is that it's misunderstood. It is completely misunderstood, and anything we tend to misunderstand or are unfamiliar with, we shy away from. So you have this huge misconception around what life insurance is, how it can actually benefit you, and how it can be leveraged if it is properly structured the right way and you are taught how to do that. And that's the thing. Not only are most Americans out there not properly educated on it. You have all kinds of licensed agents running around who have not been properly trained on it, who don't understand how it can be properly utilized. When it is, it's one of the greatest financial instruments available to the American public. It truly is, and it's been so for decades now. And so it's a matter of bridging that gap, shattering the false paradigms around it and getting people to properly understand what this tool is and how it can be leveraged. And a lot of these agents, they mean well, but they're just out there trying to make sales. Okay, people think of life insurance and they go, oh, it's a death benefit, that's it. If something happens to me and I die unexpectedly, or I get in an accident, become legally incapacitated, what happens if I leave my spouse and family, children with all this debt and da 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 da? Okay, that's a great benefit. Or maybe it's final expense, right? I want to be able to cover my burial expenses, et cetera, et cetera. But they do not understand that a cash value life insurance policy can benefit them today, right here, right now. That they can start putting money into that, not only have this massive death benefit potentially available, along with all the living benefits if something happens to their health or they get diagnosed with cancer or a disease. So they have all of that stuff, but that cash value can grow at a much higher interest rate than any traditional bank savings account. And best of all is the ability to take out loans from your life insurance policy, non recourse loans. What does that mean? It means you don't have to ever pay them back, which is so stinking cool. Any loans that are not paid back into the policy are just taking it out from that large death benefit, which is typically hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars or more, depending on how you set it up. So here you have the ability to put money in there and essentially use the same money twice. So that money that you put in is growing interest for you, but you can take out this loan, start your business, do all these other things. So again, there's a lot of successful folks out there who have talked about these concepts in books and in training materials and different things like this. But for the vast majority of people, the public out there, this concept, these principles remain misunderstood. And it's a huge misconception, because if you really understood what it was and how a cash value life insurance contract is ultimately the best bank savings account you could ever possibly give yourself and your loved ones, you wouldn't hesitate to jump all over it and get a better understanding of it. And so again, I talk about agents, right, not being properly trained and educated, and it's not all their fault. To a degree it is, right? But their leaders and the people that they're working for are not training them. For me, it was just due diligence and research. I'm calling insurance companies that are over 150 years old and spending hours and hours and emails back and forth, asking questions, trying to better understand, these products and what they can do. And then it's aligning myself with professionals and experts in the industry who have a ton more experience than I do. My current business partner has almost been in the industry for a half a century, going on close to 50 years. He's in his 70s now, still doing it, still helping families. So when you align yourself with people like that, and you're willing to take the time and put the effort into properly understanding what these policies and contracts can do, you're going to benefit your own family legacy, your own life, your family's life, your family members, your friends, your relatives, and anybody else out there who's willing to listen and have an open mind about what it can do for them too.